Hello, crafty friends. I'm Susan Boback, the card connoisseur, and I welcome you to my channel. I thought I would show you some things that I've done with punches. So I'm going to ask you, if you have paper punches like this or large ones, have you looked at them in different perspectives? I'm going to show you a card design that I think I learned probably 20 years ago. And then I'm going to show you some little hints that I've learned along the way on ways to use punches or well, let's just get started. So what I have in front of me here is the hexagon, the ladybug, and a 1 3/4 inch circle. Now I used all of these in today's design, and I think you're just going to be very, very surprised. So just keep in mind, these are the sizes that I've used to create the vases that you see in today's design. This is such a simply put together card, and yet it's kind of fun. Of course, all of these are made with either punches or dies, and you don't even really have to have that. For the flowers, at least. This is just kind of roughly putting it together. But shall we have a guessing game? This is which one of those punches? Well, I think it's easy to see that this green vase was made out of this hexagon punch, and then I just trimmed it down, and then I ran it through my wicker-looking embossing folder. This one, do you have any idea which one that would be? You're right, it's the circle. I cut a little spot off the bottom so it looked like my vase was resting flat. I cut a little top arrow section at the top so I could stick my flowers down. But this right here is the most surprising to me. Look at your punches differently and see how you can make a ladybug body without the antennas into a vase. Now let me show you how to put this together. You need to take a gray, or I should have had a lighter gray marker. This one is smoky slate, but use anything that you have. And it doesn't have to be on white, but I think the white really shows up the best. Now with any kind of artwork, watercolor, or I suppose oils, you want to look and see where your light source is coming from, because that's where your shadow is going to be opposite. So I usually go with the light source coming from the right and shining across this way. So when the light source comes from this way, then the shadow would stretch over to the left beyond. So again, from the right, the shadow, little bit different shape, over to the left, comes from the right, goes over to the left. And then my last one would be like that. And I think the reason I like the background is, as I said, because you can see the shadow. So I just went into my other punches, some of my dies, and I put together a variety of floral shapes, which I will glue on. And then I will attach this layer then to any kind of a color background. And now you see the 1/4 inch border around it. Then I'll put it on to a card base, straight, I hope. So that's my little pointers today. You find different ways to use your punches. Thanks for joining me. Go get creative.